Good Sunday, September 12th, and 10 days away from the start of fall. We're looking at beautiful sunrises out there, less smoke and haze, and this is over Folsom Lake. Thank you so much, Jeremy Flint, for sending that in. Let's take a look at what we can expect. Yesterday, we saw 93 for the high. The average this time of year is 90, so we're slightly above average. We're going to continue that for today and at least for the next few days with the start of the week heat up. And then we'll see a slight uptick in the winds this afternoon and into Monday afternoon. We could see the gusts as high as 20 to 25 miles per hour, especially over the ridge tops, the Sierra Crest. But for the valley, anywhere from about 5 to 10 mile per hour winds, and through the Delta, about 15 mile per hour winds. So slight uptick in those winds, and then cooler temperatures. That is going to start the at least midweek in toward the weekend. So great news there as we get some cooler temperatures as we start moving closer toward fall. Okay, high pressure system that's circulating, just kind of sitting over the area in the western U.S. This will continue to bring us some of those warm temperatures for the next few days. Now, what's happening in the jet stream is you can see that it's building here a little deepening trough. And as it continues to push down on the jet stream, this is going to start moving closer and also shifting its way down. That will bring us some cooler air, but also the potential, and I'm just saying potential for now, to potentially bring us some precipitation, some rain in the northwest corner of the state, and we'll have to see how it develops over the next few days because it's not a guarantee that we're going to see rain. Even if we do get a few spots here and there, it's not going to be enough to do anything. So this high is going to bring in that heat through at least the midweek. Let's talk about the breeze. It'll make it feel at least a little cooler on your skin if you are in the valley or areas around the Delta. 5 to 10 mile per hour winds this afternoon. Goes from 12 mile per hour winds up to about 16 through the Delta by 6:30. And then the winds here over the Sierra Crest also shift a little further toward the east. You can see some of the blue and the green arrows. That leads us to about 20 mile per hour winds. Moving into Monday, the winds do slow a bit, at least for the high Sierra. You're looking at the arrows really dropping down here. But for the foothill or for the area here around the valley, and toward the Delta, about 10 to 15 mile per hour winds do continue. So we will see a little bit of the winds picking up, a little breezy. It's going to feel nice by the afternoon, evening, especially with all that heat still lingering in the mid-90s. Now let's take a look at our air quality with those winds pushing through. That's actually going to help us out. We'll start to see at least better air quality out there. I know over the last few weeks, the Caldor fire really influencing the air quality, and it's been hazardous to very unhealthy and then even unhealthy for some groups. Now what we're looking at now is pretty good air quality down in the San Joaquin Valley, and Stanislaus County area is moderate, El Dorado moderate, as well as Yolo Solano. These areas of Sacramento and Placer unhealthy for sensitive group air. Again, this is sensitive groups, people who are very irritable to some pollutants, maybe have pretty bad asthma attacks, that kind of situation. Otherwise, this is really the typical kind of smoke and fog you get and that kind of haze you get in the LA area. All right, let's take a look at what we can expect in the few days that approach. We're moving from Sunday into Monday. We get maybe some high elevation clouds here and there. It's pretty clear for the most part. Then you get this. We're going to stop it there into Saturday. You're looking at 8 p.m. where you get nice little rain for Oregon. And then the northwest corner of the state, we're also looking at some areas of rain. Now, here's where things may fall apart. If this doesn't connect to more moisture further south, it won't be able to drag enough rain into Northern California and Sacramento areas here in Sacramento Valley. It might just stay up toward the north and along the Oregon-California borderline there. Otherwise, if it does connect to some more moisture, we could tap into more rain for Sacramento. So we're going to have to wait and see really how this all lines up, especially getting closer to Thursday and Friday. After that, we're just looking at a few more clouds, but temperatures are going to cool down into the 80s. So we do expect it to be very nice by next weekend. Or the 8 to 14 day precipitation outlook. This is showing drier conditions, at least for areas here in that yellow zone there. And then that should actually be, this is drier than obviously that green part there, but that is some more precipitation to the north like you saw that Saturday to come. They should be getting more wet weather there. The gray zone's normal. Normal for what we anticipate this time of the year in September, mid-September, which we typically don't get any rain anyway, so we're pretty much on par where we should be. Looking at the lower foothills, we're in those mid-80s, Angels Camp, Placerville, 91 in Jackson with 93 in Ione, 85 in Arnold, and 90 in Auburn. For the high Sierra, we're going to expect temperatures right around the 80s and even upper 70s for the next 5 days. If you're headed toward the Bay Area, 70 in San Francisco with about 80 degrees in Vallejo, Napa, 96 Fairfield with 94 in Antioch. The San Joaquin Valley in those mid to even lower 90s for some zones, 94 in Stockton. Sacramento looking right around 94 for the average valley high. You can see we have some spots at 96, some at 93. So right around average at 94 for most areas here. Here's the next 10-day outlook. We're seeing temperatures here in those mid-90s continuing at least through Tuesday. Then we drop off on Wednesday, low 90s, with mid-80s approaching on Thursday, and then we continue to see more 80s in the forecast through the following weekend.